one.
Morning everybody, I'm Kate Forbes. I'm doing a wee training this morning on how to make the most of the free books that most people get with their start-up kit when they start with Clean Easy. It's been shown now that about 70% of people that join Clean Easy are joining on the £25 online kit, which means that they get 5 catalogues to start with, which if you were doing a lot of cataloguing probably wouldn't be enough to generate enough orders for you. However, the kit has been developed that way for a specific reason, which is to help people to network the catalogue around their family and friends who wouldn't necessarily want to go actually retailing with catalogues. However, the free catalogues that you get with your kit can actually help you to enhance the orders that you would get from your online sales, particularly in the initial period when you're telling your friends and family what you're doing for your new online business, and can greatly enhance your orders and help you on the way towards the welcome rewards, which give you free catalogues, which once you've got a taster for catalogues, if you follow me, you can then network a bit more or do a little bit of traditional catalogue retailing if you wish. Okay. Now, the 5 catalogues that you have in your kit, you have to put a value on them. You have to make them work for you as hard as possible, make them your silent salesman. But if you've only got the 5 catalogues, you can't really be silent. So what you need to do is put a real value on them, give them to your friends, family, neighbours, anybody who works in a workplace where they can take one into work for you and generate orders for you from people that you don't know. And so I'm just going to do a little bit of training on that.
And before you do that, just Kate doesn't like to blow her own trumpet, but what you see here is Tom and Kate are number 8 and the executives for Mexico. So that's new business sales. So that's, I will come closer now to the screen. You're off the hook, Kate.
Thank you.
In fact, you'll be able to just click it when you want to go on. You just click, yeah. This is a bit your makeshift training today.
Okay.
Right, we're ready, Kate.
Now, before people's catalogues arrive, what we recommend is that they write a list of at least 20 to 30 people that they're going to be showing the books to. Now, because you've only got a few, you can't give them out for any length of time, so it has to be people that you see regularly on a regular basis, friends, family, neighbours, people, you know, mums at the school gate, people at the gym, etc., because you're only going to be leaving them the books for 24 to 48 hours at the very most. Don't prejudge anybody. There's 2,000 products in the range. There's something for everyone, particularly now with the K-Life and the personalised range and coming up to Christmas. There is not a person probably who wouldn't have a need or a want for something that we have in the catalogue, so don't prejudge them. Just decide you're going to give them out and make that list as big as you can. Okay, so working from the top of your list, give the 3 book packs to the first 3 people. Ask them to have a look, write down anything they would like to order. Not necessarily right now, but just something that they're interested in, just for your own purposes. Is there anything in the book that they would like to order at some point? Just say that you're looking at earning some extra money, you'd like to know what they think of the range, but you only have a couple of books at the moment and you really need it back the next day or the day after that at the very latest. Okay. If they can't commit to giving you the book back the next day or within 2 days, tell them you'll get back to them when they have a bit more time. That means you've got that book free now to give to somebody else who can look at it sooner than that. Okay? If they're on Facebook, always invite them to add themselves to your online shop, or if they're a Facebook friend of yours, you can add them with their permission to your selling group. Friends who take the book, tell them they're welcome to show the book to their family and friends or take them into work for their colleagues to see. But definitely tell them when you need it back, because you've got a list of people waiting to see the books. When you collect the books in, make sure you know who to give them to next. Keep working on their list, make the list as long as you can. Repeat the process, working down your list, adding to the list as many people as you like. And if anybody says, can I show this to my next door neighbour, my mother, my friend, absolutely they can, but again emphasise that you really need them back very quickly. So ideally you're looking to show the books to about 30 people minimum within 7 to 10 days. And
can you explain how you do that? Because I took that straight from your email. How would you teach somebody to get the book into 30 hands in 10 days?
Because you're giving them 24 hours to look at the book. You're telling them you've got a list. Yeah, they're going to share it. They're going to share it with their friends and family. But they're still going to give you it back within 2 days. If you've shown it to number 1, 2, and 3 on the list, you're going to then go down to 4, 5, and 6 on the list. And obviously it's a working list, and the list will expand all the time. And if somebody has taken it into work and shown it to 10 friends, that's then number 3 in the list.
Right.
You know, that's expanded a wee bit. So it might take you a while to get through your list, but that's okay, because when you join the business, when you get orders, etc., when you join the business, and you process orders and everything, you're going to get more free catalogues anyway. You'll get catalogues with your kit. You'll get catalogues for your fast start bonuses, and your list can be as long as you like, and you can take as long as you like to get through it. And that's the start of your regular customer base, your local customer base. Okay. So there's order forms included. If people are going to take the catalogue into work, etc., give them some extra order forms. Tell them they can use a bit of paper if they want. They can hand, as long as they've got their name and their phone number on their order. It doesn't really matter what they write it on. Some people order and some don't. That's absolutely no problem. It's not a necessity to order at all. Some will, some won't. It's just a numbers game. Okay. Show the book to as many people as possible, as quickly as you can. When you're showing them the product range, bear in mind that some of your friends might be looking for an extra income as well. So if they ask your sponsor to send them some information on your behalf, and if they decide to join the business, they'll be joining your team, which will benefit both them and you. This was in an email, obviously, that I sent to somebody that I was giving a couple of books to, just to test their marketplace. Please let me know when you've handed them out to your first three friends, and as the new person's sponsor, I want to know what their friends think. It gives the business a bit of credibility if they hand them out to their friends and their friends say, yep, I like this, this, this and this. I hope you can always get access to it, which people do, because they absolutely love this stuff. And then once they've generated some orders, it's going to give them some belief in the business as well. Okay. Now this training is designed really for people who have started the business on the 5 catalogue kit. But if you have somebody who doesn't quite believe in the business, they're not really ready to make the commitment to start the business, they don't know whether they're going to be able to generate orders, give them 3 or 4 catalogues of yours to hand out around their family and friends and see if they can generate orders. A friend of mine in the business who had done this just on spec gave 3 catalogues to somebody. She actually posted them down to the person who was a few hundred miles away, and by the time the person started the business, had £500 worth of orders. So I have a new lady in my team who did this with 3 catalogues that I sent her, and within just 2 or 3 days of starting the business, her first order was £200 nearly. Within a day or so of getting her own 5 catalogues, she'd been working with my 3 as well, and £200 of orders in her first few days. So it just generates belief in the business, enhances the potential for them, and lets them see that, yeah, if they can get 1 order, they can definitely get more than that. So it's a great tool to start the business with, and the 5 book kit is a very, very successful one that most people are starting with, so help them to make the most of it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
I'm just going to quickly, before you shoot off, just wanted to quickly clarify that Tom and Kate retail, a huge retail, about £1,000 a week, even though they want to do less, believe it or not. And they're in the top 10 for Mexico and the executive. So take note of these wee points. That's 1 wee tiny training expanded. And I'm going to say goodbye again for a few minutes, just to get a couple of minutes to get us ready for the next trainer.